In the heart of the dusty plains, where the wind whispered through the tall grass, there was a village unlike any other. The people of this village had a secret. Every evening, the wind spoke to them, but only one person could hear its whispers. A young girl named Amara. Amara was not like the other children. While they played, she often sat alone, listening to the wind. It wasn't just a breeze to her, it was a voice, soft but clear, carrying secrets from the past and warnings for the future. Amara's mother asked her, Amara, why do you always listen to the wind? It's just the sound of leaves moving. Amara answered, no, Mama, the wind tells me things. It tells me when to be careful and when the rain will come. You'll see one day. Her mother smiled but didn't understand. Amara's gift was a mystery even to her family. The village elders spoke of a time when the wind would choose a child to communicate its wisdom, but they thought it was just a story. One afternoon, as Amara played by the river, the wind grew stronger, swirling around her. This time, it didn't just whisper, it spoke loudly like an elder sharing a warning. The wind whispered, the rains will not come until the village remembers the old ways. The land is tired of being forgotten. Amara was shocked, whispering to herself, the land? Tired? What does it mean? Amara stood still, feeling the weight of the words in the wind. She knew what it meant. The village had forgotten the old traditions, the ways of farming and honoring the earth. The rains had been scarce for many seasons. If they didn't change, the village would suffer. Amara rushed to the elders to tell them what the wind had said, but they laughed at her. They didn't believe that the wind could talk. They believed that hard work, not tradition, was what mattered. One of the elders said, laughing at Amara, the wind speaks? My child, you're hearing things. We must modernize, not go back to the past. The second elder said, shaking his head, your heart is good, Amara, but the village has grown. We don't have time for old stories. Amara felt the sting of their words, but stood firm. She knew the wind had spoken the truth. She decided to take matters into her own hands. Late that evening, as the village settled into sleep, Amara went to the outskirts of the village, where the oldest trees stood. She knelt and whispered the prayer to the earth and the spirits of the ancestors. Amara whispering to the wind, please, guide me. Let the village hear the wind and let them remember the old ways before it's too late. As she spoke, the wind grew calm and then suddenly it roared with a mighty sound, swirling around her. She stood up, feeling the power of the wind in her bones. The next day, she had a plan. Amara gathered the villagers at the baobab tree, where the wind had spoken to her. With her heart pounding, she stood before them and spoke. Amara said to the villagers, last night, the wind told me something that cannot be ignored. Our land is thirsty, and the rains will not come until we honor the earth again. We must return to the old ways. The villagers were skeptical at first, but Amara's words struck a chord. She shared the wisdom of her ancestors, of planting crops in harmony with the seasons, of respecting nature's rhythms. Slowly, the villagers agreed. For the next few months, the village worked together, following Amara's plan. They planted their crops with care, respecting the seasons, and honoring the earth with rituals of thanksgiving. As time passed, the wind continued to whisper, guiding Amara and the villagers. Then, one day, the first rain in years began to fall, soft and steady. Amara smiled as the rain falls. The wind was right, Mama. We listened and now the earth is giving back to us. The villagers rejoiced, dancing in the rain. Amara had saved them, and the wind had become their guide. From that day on, they never forgot the old ways. Amara's story teaches us that the world speaks to those who listen, whether it's the wind, the earth, or the voices of our ancestors. And when we take the time to hear, we are guided toward the wisdom that can save us.